name is Nicole Grimley. I'm the lead graphic designer at Trusted Marketing Services.
My name is Michael Ruffell, and I am the lead web developer at Trusted Marketing Services.
My technical role would be lead graphic designer, so I kind of look over all of the design stuff that goes out. So that would be social media, logos, branding, websites. My typical workday it fluctuates every day depending on what we have in our production queue. So one day I could be working on a logo design, a new brand for a company, and then later on that day I could be working on a website design. Then later that week I could be working on poster design, packaging, and even UI design for a custom website.
My typical workday varies quite a bit. In the morning, I go over with my team what exactly needs to get done, and then that can vary quite a bit day to day. On some days it can be, say a client has a problem with their website and we need to do a front-end CSS fix, and then on another day I might be interfacing with an API with a third-party service.
I chose this career because it gives me the opportunity to be creative every day. I also like how versatile it is. There's a lot of different areas that you can go into with graphic design, and there's always new stuff to learn. I've always loved digital art. I started out, as most 90s kids do, playing in Microsoft Paint. But I actually went to school originally for photography, and it wasn't until later on that I kind of realized that my favorite part of photography was actually doing the retouching and working in Photoshop. So after that, I kind of decided to go back to school and started looking at graphic design a little bit more seriously. At the end of my course, there was actually a work placement program, and that's actually how I got hired at Trusted Marketing Services.
I chose this career because I've always enjoyed computers, and web development is basically creative solutions to very logical problems. I did not have the most direct path to get to where I am. I started off when I graduated high school. I wanted to go into engineering. I spent a year in engineering, decided the lifestyle wasn't really for me. And then at the time, a friend pointed out a relatively new major, which was interactive systems design. It was a blend of computer science, psychology, and art, which I found really interesting. And then towards the end, I realized I only needed one more year of credits in order to get a computer science degree as well, so I thought, why not? The strangest thing for me is that I didn't actually realize that I wanted to go into computer science when I was in high school, even though I had computer science classes at the time and I really enjoyed them. So it kind of, in hindsight, I feel really stupid for not realizing it, because I've always enjoyed computers. I shouldn't be willing to admit how long I've spent being raised by computers. Including the 16-month internship, I was at university for 7 years.
When I was starting out, I didn't really realize that there was so many different areas. I mean, you can go into animation, you can go into video editing, you can go into, focusing more on like illustration side of things, doing more custom things, and then of course there's the branding and logos. And I would recommend a career in ICT to others if they like being creative, if they're interested in technology, and they like to learn new things.
I would highly recommend a career in ICT if you enjoy finding creative solutions to problems that can sometimes be very vaguely defined. One of the best traits for someone going into ICT is being able to take a look at the problem and very well define it. Be able to explain it in bullet points exactly what the problem is, and you'll go far.
One of the best things I learned from my photography instructor is the best camera is the one you have on you. So you don't need the best equipment or the most professional design software to start out. I think it's great to just start with what you can find on the internet. There's lots of resources that you can look up online, and lots of free programs out there too.
The easiest way to get into this field is by through education, either self-directed or otherwise. And the easiest way to get a handle on whether or not you enjoy it is just find an open source project that you enjoy and try and contribute to it. If you actually are wanting to find the information and learn, there's so much available that there's nothing stopping you other than getting an internet connection.
If you talk to your friends and family, I'm sure there's somebody out there that's looking for either a logo or a poster design or maybe some photos or different things like that. And I think that's a good way to kind of get out there. And you never know that, like, if you try one thing out, it might lead you down a completely different path to something else. So I had kind of the same misconception that there wasn't a lot of jobs in Saskatchewan for graphic design or really anything creative, but the nice thing is if you kind of start to look at smaller places and even more focused on different areas of design, there is actually a lot of opportunities. And the nice thing is, being in a smaller city, you're not competing with a huge amount of people as well, so you can kind of go into more niche areas of design.
If you're looking for a job in this field in Saskatchewan, you're not likely to find one where you're a cog in a wheel of 500 other employees and you just do your day-to-day thing. You're much more likely to find employment in a relatively smaller company where you have much more impact and your voice is much more powerful. And I really like that about Saskatchewan.